All right, we are back. I think we going. What's up, all you lookers and bookers, grammars and scammers? It is your host with the most, man with the gas, Mr. Papa 2/4. Let me get in that ass. It is your boy, T Prime.
And I am the total package Rex Devereaux once again coming back from down here in Charleston, South Carolina, doing anything, dog. And in the midst of this coronavirus thing, we got a lot to talk about. A whole lot to talk about.
Wait a minute, we gotta introduce our guest. He's not really a guest. He's more like a pseudo host of you.
And I was just getting to that.
Yeah. You already know what it is, baby. It's Hannibal Vanderbilt coming to bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So let's do it. Hey, and don't forget about our YouTubers out there now. Don't forget about them.
We can't. Oh, you're right. All you YouTubers too. All you bookers, grammars, and YouTubers. That's how you say them, isn't it? YouTubers? Yeah, that's what we're going with.
That's the way we saying them. Yeah.
So what's up, fellas? How everybody living, man? How's everybody quarantining?
It's terrible.
Y'all ready to get up out this thing? Y'all ready to go back outside?
Well, they done open everything up, and guess what? All the numbers just going right back up. So
I mean,
ain't gonna be no outside though. I'm telling you right now, ain't gonna be no outside though.
I'm ready to go back to the gym. I'm just waiting the next week before I go back.
I mean, I did go ahead, finally book me an appointment with my barber for next week, Wednesday, to get my facial hairs trimmed up nice, cause it's time, man. It's time. Look at this shit, man. But other than that, man, I don't plan on going nowhere till June.
Wait, hold on. Are you serious, man? You talking about you a bald dude, and you talking about
hey,
to get
that
your
thing shining in it,
tighten up, man. That's what you talking about.
Hey, man. Hey. Everything need to be pretty from top to bottom, man. Not just the top. Gotta get.
I told him earlier, dog. Just get your clippers and line it up yourself.
I'm gonna fuck it up, man. I'm too scared to fuck it up, man. I know I'm gonna fuck it up. Because if I fuck it up, I gotta cut it all off. I can't go baby face. Like, I already get carded still. I can't go baby face like that. Can't do it.
No, at this age, cuz we don't call that baby face. That's ass face right there.
Fuck you. Oh, shit, man. So, damn, man, we got a lot to talk about today, man. Some shit we gonna run down and run through. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and kick it off, fellas. Fuck it. First thing I want to talk about is this woman. I don't know if anybody's heard about it, but there was a woman just 2 days ago. This was Monday. Right on the eye, she set her car on fire with her 14-month-old in the car.
I-26, right?
I-126. And right here in Columbia, man, that shit was wild because I just happened to look at scroll through some news headlines, and they said I did not see the traffic. Of course, I've been home. No, this was right. Sunday, either Sunday or Monday. But wherever I was at, I wasn't out on the road, and I heard about it. I was like, damn, I didn't even realize this shit happened. And matter of fact, it was Sunday. And yeah, she tried to burn up her kid, man, intentionally. They arrested her ass for attempted murder and all that shit, man. But like I said, how you set your car on fire to kill your child? What's wrong with people?
I mean, people need to go start talking to people with their mental issues. I don't know. The devil got into it. I don't know what you want to call it. That shit crazy, man.
I don't have no tolerance for people that want to hurt kids, man.
Yeah, man. That shit's
if you don't want your child, just give it to somebody else that want kids. You know what I'm saying?
It's people out here that can't have none. That
take it to the fire or whatever. Just give it away. Don't kill a kid. That just hurt my heart, man. Hear people try to hurt kids, man.
Because you can't deal with it. Because you're too weak to deal with it.
Too weak, man. I just don't like that. That shit pissed me off, man. To be honest, man.
That's crazy. The kid died?
No. Kid is okay. He got they took him to Augusta to the burn center. Yeah. He had second-degree burns over I think they said 20 or 30% of his body. But he said he's gonna recover okay. You know what I mean? The father came and spoke out, but I didn't read the article to see what he said exactly.
Me either.
Well, if he ain't say nothing to the fact that she ain't safe no place, and I don't really want to hear what he got to say.
I know, right? I mean,
well, he ain't gonna come out and say that, man. He trying to live. What's the use of him doing that? He got to be there for the kid.
He trying to hear that.
Yeah, he can't go to jail. He can't.
Yeah, man, he can't go to jail. He got to be there. You want the
all
kid
he
to
doing
lose
is saying. All he doing is making a statement. That's all he's done. That's all I'm saying.
Can't threaten no.
They can't threaten nobody, man.
All you say,
what if they don't want to give him custody of the child? Then after
but
that?
just listen, that's a blanket statement. She is not safe anywhere. That's true. That's true.
That's too dangerous.
You just want to legally threaten somebody.
Yes. No, man.
Prime, you absolutely correct. I want them to know what's coming.
In this mad society, a black man getting up there and saying that? Come on, man.
You know what? I don't think the baby daddy was black. I don't know, because the chick looked mixed. I can't remember. Yeah, the chick, she looked like she mixed with something. So I don't even think the daddy black, to be honest. She might be mixed or Mexican, one or two. I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know. I forget her name. What was her name?
All on you.
Kaylin Elise Watson. Kaylin Elise Watson. Yeah. Yeah, that was on the set. That was Sunday that she did that shit. Crazy as fuck, man. Crazy as fuck.
Yeah, but honestly, like, how she actually set the car on fire? She used like gas or something?
I don't know. It didn't give details about how she did it. They just said that she pulled the car over. She set on fire. There was 4 civilians that pulled over to help her. Some people called 911. Some people were trying to put the fire out and get the baby out the car. I think 1 or 2 people that got injured. They got injured trying to help her too. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but yeah, that's what she did. They didn't say how she set it on fire.
Damn, so she just snapped while she been driving. That's crazy.
It's crazy as fuck. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that just goes to show how crazy people are in the Midlands, man. South Carolina's full, because there was a story about a guy. You was telling us this story, Rex, about a guy that followed this girl from Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, her ex. Yeah, her ex followed her from Myrtle Beach back to St. Matthews, man.
Right.
And they started arguing. He started choking her out. The daughters tried to jump in, and he shot all of them, killed all of them, except for 2 daughters.
Right.
And then commit suicide.
Yeah, coward. He's a coward. He commits suicide. Did all that and then gonna kill himself.
Right.
Nah, man, you gotta face your consequences. Man, what's wrong with my shirt? I feel like I look.
What kind of simp ass shit is that, man?
That's whack as fuck, man. Whack as fuck.
Bro, she moved on, dog. Let her go.
Let her go.
She done. Let her go.
I really don't understand guys that get so upset at their significant other and want to hurt her because she don't want to be.
First, you ain't did what you were supposed to do anyway.
Exactly.
So let her go. It's a reason that she gone.
You act like you was a good nigga. You was a good nigga, and then she just decided.
You damn sure don't look like you did good. Right now, you had to come back to kill her and kill her kid. That's fucked up, man.
One, you crazy because you've been following her all the way to Myrtle Beach, and then you follow her back from Myrtle Beach. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Mental illness, man.
Dude is crazy, man. I wish he had lived so he could suffer them consequences, man. That's fucked up that he took his own life and ran away from the consequences.
Oh, don't worry. Listen, I believe that he ain't run away from nothing. He feeling it right now. Yeah, they hold on right now.
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. And that's the best thing of it. We don't know. So
we don't know, man. Moving on. Did you hear about the boy thinking about remaking Scarface and having Michael B. Jordan play Tony Montana's character?
Low Creed gonna be Tony Montana.
Man.
He's a great actor, but that's a terrible idea.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What is Tony Montana?
What is he? He was like a Cuban or something like that.
Yes, right. He's Cuban.
Yep.
How you gonna get somebody that's not even close to Cuban to play him?
Get a black man to play it.
You still have dark skinned Cubans though.
Oh, cry out.
You got Cubans out there that's black as me, dog. So, hey.
I understand it. I understand it. Listen, I know.
You can't be, because that already gone enough in their country anyway. You know what I'm saying? So
my problem is they don't need to remake Scarface. Leave it the fuck alone. Man, leave it where it's at.
Prime, that's inevitable. Everything get remade in Hollywood. and you know this.
They ain't remade Gone with the Wind yet.
But they ain't got no real skills. That's why they can't think of nothing
They ain't
else.
remade Gone with the fucking Wind.
And we don't want them
They
to.
will.
Please
They will.
don't.
Please don't. They don't need to do that, man.
They don't need
Leave
to.
Scarface alone, man. Hell, the
You never know, dog. It might be great.
Look what they did with Carlito's Way 2. Look at that shit.
Cry out, man.
Look at that shit.
Yeah.
Well, let's just hope if they do make it, that it's fucking a banger.
Now, Prime. Now, Prime,
That is not no Superfly.
I'll tell you this, Prime. Okay, if you had to pick between Carlito's Way and Scarface, which one you picking? Which one would you watch?
I gotta pick Scarface because Scarface is more of a complete story.
Okay.
It got more story to it. It's not straight and narrow.
How about you, Hannibal?
Yeah, like, you know, it told who he was before he became Tony Montana and then who he was after. You know what I mean? Up until his demise. But with Carlito's Way, it just showed after the fact for him. Yeah. So I like Scarface better.
Yeah, you right about that. So you can't see your boy hacking somebody up in the apartment bathroom, though. You ain't doing that.
But see, but who all right? If they make Michael B. Jordan and Scarface, are they gonna make everybody else black too?
Right?
Is he the only black person? Everybody else gonna be Cuban? What?
We'll never know.
How's that gonna work?
They ain't had no real Cubans in the original Scarface.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's what kind of made it mediocre to me. I'm like, first off, you ain't even got no real people.
So you didn't like Scarface?
No, I ain't saying I didn't like it. I didn't say. Honestly, it's overrated. A lot of people. Tony Montana been a dummy. First off,
what?
People one of the stupidest bad guys ever.
Damn, he ain't say dumbest. He said stupidest.
Why you say that?
Look at how you end up.
That's most people in that game end up like that.
No, not more. I mean, well, yeah. But the smart ones, the ones that really get out.
Smart or not, they most of them, like 90% of dope boys end up dead or in jail.
Wait a minute. So Tony ain't make a lot of dumbass moves in that movie?
I didn't say he didn't make dumbass moves. Okay. I'm just saying he ain't been no dumber than any other damn dope boy or kingpin or whatever you want to say that's gotten caught up.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I dig it. I love the movie. I just think it's over.
And that was in the 70s, not the 80s, 90s, or.
So let me ask
and they only had one real Cuban.
What time frame they gonna set this movie in? Because
it's true.
What time frame they gonna set this movie in?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't know. I didn't even see.
Are you gonna do it for that time frame? Because if you try to do it in this time frame, you might as well wrap it up and throw it in the tray.
That should be a 5-minute movie.
Wrap it up, throw it in the tray.
Yeah, you can't.
It can be done. It can be done, but it's gonna end up like Superfly.
Oh yeah, Superfly was disappointing.
I mean, I can watch it. You know what I'm saying? I can watch it, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Because it's entertaining enough where, like, it's one of those things, like, it's on, you like, okay, ain't got nothing else to watch, but, like, this straight, I watch this, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. But
I don't know. I think they leave well enough alone, man. Leave that shit alone, bro.
I knew Prime's gonna say that though. Prime loved that movie though.
Fuck,
we don't need to
that shit.
That's how I felt when they made that damn Ghostbusters all female cast. You should have just left the shit alone.
Leave the classics alone, man. Leave the classics alone.
And not like that, but they fucked that movie up.
Especially if you're just gonna throw the shit together. If you're gonna take your time and really redo it, all right, cool. But if you're gonna fuck it up, throw some shit together for a money grab, please don't do that shit. Please don't. Please.
Most of what they do is for money anyway, money grab. So you already know what time it is. No quality movies out there right now.
All right.
I don't say that because there's plenty of quality movies. But let's move on, dog. Let's move on.
Let's next thing I'm gonna throw out there real fast. I'm gonna do some politics shit. With your boy 45 not wanting he breaking that 40-year tradition of unveiling the predecessor. Was it predecessor? Yeah, the predecessor. Yeah, predecessor.
You said the president before.
I'm like, is that the right word? Yeah, predecessor.
The prior president.
The prior president's portrait. He don't want to unveil it. Like, what's up? What's up with this dude and his complete disdain for Obama?
Are you really asking this question though? Come on now.
All right, look at this.
We know the answer by now.
Look at the whole picture of this guy, man. Look at the whole picture of this guy. Those guys go into that Capitol building, you know what I'm saying, with guns around their back. The people in Virginia that were out there, they ran over people with cars and all that other stuff. Oh, they were very good people. What kind of man?
Good people on both sides. Good people on both sides.
Yeah. No, you said those are very good people. Like, anytime anything happened that's big, that has been borderline, that like racist, he treats it as if it's borderline, and those were very good people. That's what he always said. You know what I'm saying?
Ass. Like, I don't even understand why you want to.
He is an asshole.
Why you want to break a tradition like that? Like, this tradition doesn't have nothing to do with political stance, parties, law, nothing that. It's just a tradition of presidents.
He says it's because Obama is a criminal, which he's saying that they illegally investigated him. That's what he's trying to say.
And he let out those documents, and they have all that is baseless rhetoric because they have found no evidence in those paperwork that suggests that Obama did anything illegal or even immoral or unethical.
Exactly.
Even Obama is sure that Obama said himself to the FBI, do it by the book. I don't want to have anything to do with what y'all doing. You just do it. Don't tell me. Don't even tell me about this shit. I don't want to know about it. You just do what you do by the book.
Exactly.
And it's just stupid because I'm sure I would assume that they read the shit before they just put it out there to use it as evidence that he did something illegal. I would assume they did that, but
yeah,
I don't know.
You know who follows him? You know how it is. I see it all the time. You get the fucking regnets, and anything that he says is fucking gospel. Seriously.
So stupid, man.
It's gospel. Anything he says is gospel.
So fucking stupid, man.
Just like all these delivery drivers now and all the other stuff. Getting held up. Anything. He is a tyrant. He's a bigot. If you didn't see it before, you have to have seen it while he's been on this national stage in a broader spectrum. You have to have been able to see it now.
What you got, Rex? When you quiet over there, what you got to say?
I'm just listening to y'all talk about why he doing this and why you feel that way towards President Obama. And I'm gonna just tell you why right now.
What's up?
He don't like that nigga.
Well, that's
right.
Just that.
That's the bottom line. Ridiculing Obama since Obama
that is the broad
office.
statement right there, dog. That's the bottom line. He doesn't care for black folks, poor people, people of color, definitely Mexican people. He don't care about people like that, dog. So he don't see them as equal or nothing like that, dog. He just do his thing, man. Man, listen, Steve Harvey been whacked for that. He doesn't go ahead and do anything. You don't give me penance.
No, I'm saying what Trump would say.
But at the same
Trump would say,
I bet you, Trump ain't saying that now. I'll tell you that, man. But I mean, with this dude, the worst thing about him, even CNN doing like moments of silence or remembering people that die of COVID-19 or whatever. This dude ain't never get on TV not one time during this pandemic and say, let's have a moment of silence or let's remember the people that have died or whatever or pay tribute. You know why? Because he don't care.
He out here telling people to take hydrochloroquine. He don't care. He trying to promote something he got stock in.
Yeah, he said he taking the hydrochloroquine, that what it is, or whatever.
Yeah,
hydroxychloroquine.
Hydroxychloroquine.
Yeah, my bad. My
yeah, he talk about he taking it every week.
Yeah, right.
He's lying. Why? Listen, if he was taking hydroxychloroquine for the last 2 weeks, he'd be dead by now.
His immune system would be shot. Because that's what it does. It's for people with hyperimmune systems.
It suppresses your immune system. Exactly. So he'd be dead by now. He just basically getting out there every time he get on TV and trying to lie to these people, getting these people to go out their house into danger so he can thin out the herd and get the economy back up. This is personal purge.
Yeah, because he fucked up. He fucked everything up and he trying to get everything back. He trying to get everything back right, but haps, man. He just an idiot, just a fucking idiot to me. My opinion. Now, so that takes me on to this next thing about this Roe versus Wade thing, the whole abortion ruling where Ms.
Oh, I see what
Norma
you did there. Trump should have been aborted. I see what you did.
with Norma McCorvey, who is better known as Jane Roe in the Roe versus Wade verdict. She came out and said that she was paid to promote the pro-life stance in that Roe versus Wade courtroom battle. She was originally pro-choice, but she was paid by right-wingers to go. I think they said it was $450,000 to tout this pro-life stance, and that's very interesting to me.
Yeah,
that's interesting because why did they feel the need that they had to pay somebody to do that when there were so many people willing to tout that for free? Why did they feel the need to do that, to pay? Now they have a documentary coming out on FX about it's about Norma specifically, or is it about the Roe versus Wade? I don't know.
It's about her and her deathbed confession.
Okay, so it's about her and her deathbed confession.
And basically, her whole life, like her 2 abortions and stuff like that or whatever. Yeah. It talks about all that.
That's just very interesting that they felt the need to have to pay her to do that.
And also, the guy Nick Sweeney stated, not his last name, but Nick Sweeney, he stated that he wanted to show in the documentary that she was a pawn being used by both sides. You know what I'm saying? Now, she should have been on pro-choice, which she was initially.
Right.
Because, first of all, she lied to try to get her first abortion done. She lied and said a whole bunch of black guys raped her to try to get the doctor to do an abortion, because that was the only way at that time for her to get a legal abortion done.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she was pro-choice. But her voice was big, so that's why they came out and paid her that money to flip. Because she was a big component of the pro-choice.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they paid her the money to flip.
So my stance, well, my thought on this whole thing is that now that it's come out, or I think this came out in 2017 or something like that, whatever she passed is when it came out. But ever since this came out, and I'm just learning about it, but my first thought was, how does that affect the verdict?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. But
so
it does.
What about the people that want to appeal the verdict to say, because of these reasons, the verdict itself or whatever evidence that they use to come to that verdict could be invalid because it was she lied under oath?
Yeah.
Wait, you gotta make sure that you can find out that she lied under oath. You gotta.
She said it. She said it.
She lied. She flipped,
she said,
bro.
Wait, hold up. She said she lied on the stand about.
Oh well, that's true. I don't know what she said on the stand.
No, bro. They could coerce the witness. I think I'm saying it right. They could coerce the witness to flip her testimony, her statement, her legal statement
on the stand.
How that work? I really
they pay her.
Yeah, but legally speaking, I don't know how that would work as far as being able to overturn the verdict.
That's coercing a witness. That's illegal. Paying somebody to do that, that's illegal.
I wonder how. I'm very interested to see. Well, the really, if this came out, if she said this when she passed away on her deathbed, which was a few years ago, why isn't anything changed about it since? I mean, they've been fighting tooth and nail to overturn that verdict for decades.
So why you think this coming out now?
Negative news always travel fast. Positive news travel slow. Something like that, and you know that was gonna travel slow.
But just think about that.
It's getting brought to the light now because they making a doggone documentary about
it. Because the verdict of Roe versus Wade was that abortions are legal, right? That what came out. That came out of that whole ordeal was that women have the choice to decide if they want to have an abortion or not. Legally, they can do that.
Yeah.
So that kind of fucks it up, right?
She was anti.
Well, who was Wade? Who was Wade in this whole thing? I don't know. I didn't read up on it.
I read basically when I read the article that I read because I was at work when I looked at it real quick. It just talked about McCorvey and her situation. It didn't go into the whole case before, and I got busy, so I couldn't keep reading.
I need to know who this Wade person is. Was the Wade the person pro-choice or pro-life? Was Roe obviously Roe was pro-life?
It said she was anti-abortion. It said she was anti-abortion. She was pro and
she's Roe, and whoever Wade was pro-choice.
Yeah.
So Wade won, even though really it doesn't even matter.
No, it doesn't. But it still gets those people. I guess everybody's still pushing for it now to shut the fuck up.
I just realized this whole fucking conversation is pointless. It doesn't fucking matter. It don't even fucking matter. It don't even fucking matter. We can move on, man. Next I do want to talk about the two cornerbacks. Rex, you told me about this, Rex. I need you to chime in on this one. You gotta give me this.
You talking about
the two cornerbacks.
Yeah, Quentin Dunbar and DeAndre Baker. Two NFL
Give the people to run down.
Got caught up at a party in Miramar, Florida, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one of the dudes said he didn't see what happened because he was playing Madden. That's right. He brought his Madden to the game, hooked it up to the TV, and he was in another room while everybody else was gambling and playing dice. Out the corner of his eye, he saw a table flip, and all types of shit happened.
And what happened? Table flip because
somebody was cheating at dice. The next thing you know, guns were pulled out, and people were asked to empty their pockets. They want everything. Run your jewels, everything. Give it up.
Hold on. Who called the cops?
That's a good question.
That's a very good question.
That's
Mr.
a very
Hannibal,
good question.
I want to know who called the cops. Because you know
because
what?
it took the cops 2
Because that shit
hours
happened in
to
the
get
hood
to the
all the
residence.
time.
Yeah.
But it took the cops 2 hours to get to the residence.
So basically, when I first heard the story, I was like, "Oh, them niggas lost." When they were betting, nigga, you can't get mad at that. You don't go out there just betting all your money like that. You a dumbass for that. Nah, if they would get cheated, kind of understand, but you got to be smarter about it than that.
My thing, man, you an NFL player.
Why you in that? Why you in that situation?
You shooting dice. That's fine. You lose your money. That's fine. You know, you got the bread. You lost, nigga. You take your L and keep it moving. Why you had to come back and rob the place? Now, I didn't know that he got cheated. I just thought he just lost all his money, and then he was mad, and then came back and robbed everybody. Now he get cheated. That's one thing.
He up with the strap when it happened, though. Then he just up with the strap like after they flipped the table over and all.
And that's one thing. Like if you went to the NFL, dog, why you feel the need to run around with a strap? And better yet, why you have to be in a place where you need to have a strap?
Young.
It's funny that y'all brought that up because 36 hours later, all 4 witnesses recanted their story, and the 5th witness said they didn't do it at all.
Well, now look at that.
What the fuck?
So
I'm glad I heard about this now.
You know what? Throw that shit out. I don't even know why we talking about this.
And that's why I wanted to let it just roll on now because I'm like, yeah.
Throw that shit out right now.
We can roll that out.
Throw it out. We ain't even gotta talk about this. But talk about the other dice game.
Keep that in.
I want to know more about this other dice game that Rex was blessed our ears with because this shit threw me for a loop, man. You gotta tell us about Cody Latimer, man. What's Cody Latimer? Run it down.
Cody Latimer is in trouble for shooting up his homeboy apartment. His homeboy had a party. They was having a dice game. Once again, gambling. But the caveat in this story, a 4-year-old young man, Cody Latimer's son, was sexually assaulted at this party also. Now, it was said that Cody Latimer let off at least 6 to 7 shots inside this apartment.
I have so many questions.
Right.
Yeah. One, was it other kids at this dice game?
I have no idea, but
that's true.
Let me get. But that's the thing right there. But that's the thing right there. The fact that you got to say
it was a poker game,
a dice game at a party.
It was a poker game, not a dice game.
poker, dice, whatever.
All
Still,
right, so it was a poker. You know what? Hold up. I got a feeling maybe it was other kids there.
It doesn't say the article I read doesn't say if there was other kids there or not.
Dog, you know what, bro? if I find out that one of my kids was sexually assaulted, molested, in any manner, somewhere that I was before, and I find that out, I can't even say, no, I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna think it forward. Dog, I probably make sure I kill somebody.
I'm clearing the fucking party out. Somebody sick. Somebody ain't hit my son. Somebody sexually assaulted my son.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's who the fuck touches a 4-year-old boy? I mean, any child, any 4-year-old child, period. 4-year-old child, period. Who the fucking touches a 4-year-old child? What the fuck?
I'm letting rounds go, dog. Fuck that shit. I'm letting rounds go.
Everybody better leave. Everybody gonna have to get the fuck up out of there, man.
Like I told y'all before, some shit I'm just down to do time for, bro.
Don't touch my churn, man.
This coming from the two guys who just told me about 10 minutes ago. No, you can't threaten them. You're going to jail. You gotta think about the kids. Now y'all just want to air out the place. Y'all just want to light it up. See what I mean? See what I mean?
Different, dog. This is different, man. That's
different. That's different.
This is a little different, man. This is a little different.
I
understand what you're saying, Rick.
Because you got to think about it. My man came to a poker game. He's like, these my people. I'm coming to poker game with my people. People I fuck with. I bring my son. I got him for the weekend.
Wrong answer.
And you bring your son and you feeling like,
I can trust these motherfuckers. This is his best friend, bro. So I'm pretty sure that his best friend has been around his son. I'm pretty sure his best friend has been around. His son is 4 years old. I'm pretty sure his best friend has been around his son. I'm pretty sure the people around there has seen his son, has been around his son, and he thought, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? You got the game. He can play the game over here. I'll just go back here and check on him. He probably felt like that. I'm just saying, maybe he didn't. Maybe it was stupid why he brought him there. Maybe he didn't know these things.
There you go. I'm glad you said that part.
But maybe, just maybe, I'm just saying maybe, he knew these people. And for something to happen like that, that's what really set him up, because he really knew these people.
He knew the motherfuckers.
But really, how many people you really know when you go into a party? Some people you don't know. You don't be.
I need to know how many people were there.
Just like how you say, little man might know his best friend, but he might not know his homeboy.
Roderick English, right? Roderick English. Yeah.
First off, a little kid being at a dice party or whatever like that shouldn't even be happening off top.
Well, Run.
You going to a party.
Run, listen to not Run. God damn it. Talking about somebody at work.
Who you talking about?
Hey Rex.
Yeah, listening.
Think about it like this. When we be at the house playing cards, I'm going back and forth doing, when we was at the house, I'm going back and forth doing what? Checking on who? My daughter, right?
Yeah.
Because I know all y'all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So who's to say he didn't know all of them? If he felt that comfortable to bring his kid, he knew all of those people, bro.
Man, he been like 20 or 30 people at the party.
That's what they said? Oh, no.
He couldn't. He couldn't have known them, man. That dude, that been bad judgment on his part. I mean, but with all the charges he's trying to throw at him, man, I mean, it's ridiculous, dog.
See, I think the problem is the police was the people that told Latimer that they have about an investigation of a sexual assault of Latimer's 4-year-old son committed by one of the players at the poker game. But they don't say if the assault happened at the poker game or not.
Well, maybe that's why maybe he found out about that. Maybe he heard that and said, "Fuck that! I'm going out here. I'm gonna add this bitch out."
Yeah, I ain't mad at dog, man. I ain't mad at him for that shit.
I ain't mad at him either. I'm mad at he took that kid to dice.
Yeah, now that was dumb. He shouldn't take his 4-year-old son. But if that's your best friend, though, if that's your best friend house,
maybe he got there and they got there, and then more people came.
Yeah, that's what happened.
He should have got up. He should have got up then and left.
The story said about 8 more people showed up at the house.
Yeah, that's when we're leaving.
Yeah.
So about 10 people they all together. But
So I wonder now if other kids were around. We don't know enough about this case and all the little details that we need to know to really.
You know enough. Only thing we need to know is that a 4-year-old boy was touched.
Right.
That's all we need to know. That's all we need to know. Everything else was justified, in my opinion. From Latimer is justified. I don't care how crazy you might call him. Oh, he shouldn't have did this and that. Fuck that. Somebody touches 4-year-old child at that party. Somebody from that party touches his son. Fuck that. Air that bitch out.
Oh, yeah. Please believe now, if I could threaten him, if something happened like that, yeah, I'm going to do something. That's automatic. You know, I just hope that this young man get everything straight because they're throwing multiple charges at him, second-degree assault. I mean, they just trying to just bust him down, and even along with him,
passion or man, temporary insanity.
It's so easy for them young men to get in trouble, man, when they're out there and they don't even understand that they're targets. You know,
I'll black out in that situation too, man. I ain't mad at that shit, bro.
That's why you gotta have self-control, because we gotta have self-control. And these things won't happen, man. We gotta teach these next generations self-control.
But hey, I don't know. That's just too wild for me. I don't blame dog.
That's too much. That's too much.
Free Cody Latimer. Oh, he got out on $25,000.
That's right. Ball. Oh yeah, he all about that.
Well, that even go to show you his ball was $25,000. Even the court team take the shit that seriously.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Please believe he's out.
He had 4 or 5 felonies and he had $25,000 ball.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They ain't take that shit that seriously, man. They know he did what he was supposed to do, man.
Yeah, they did that. Yeah.
And you got to think about that, man. That's 3 prominent young NFL players in the spotlight right now.
One question I do have about it was, if he had his son at the poker game, they left, and they said he came back 30 minutes later, right? How the fuck do the police know in that 30 minutes that his son was sexually assaulted and he didn't know?
Right.
How the police know?
He had to know, man.
Who the fuck told the police?
Yeah.
I wanna.
Because they say the police informed him about it, and then that's when he came back 30 minutes later. It's like, well, how the fuck did they know?
Maybe. I don't know, bro. It's too many little details that we don't know.
That don't make sense, now. How the fuck?
No, that doesn't. It's too many little details that we don't know. When we get the full scope, I'll be able to pass better judgment.
We're going to circle back on this one.
Oh, yeah.
But you know the funny thing about
that shit was already
the same thing. We saying the same thing about 2 different situations involving 3 young black men.
What?
We don't know the whole story. Why we don't know something else? We got questions. We still got questions to ask. We still need stuff to find out or whatever. I think that's ridiculous, man.
That's true. And
the way he looked at me, all 3 of these young men are innocent. They're absolutely innocent. So
yeah, man.
I really wanted to touch on that because you know how I feel about my athletes and stuff. You know, young black fellas and stuff. They out there. They
I don't know about the first 2, dog. If they held up a spot.
They ain't hold up.
No, that dice game shit. That dice game shit.
No. You got to read that whole story because, like I said,
okay, I'll go ahead and read the whole story.
The people recanted their story.
Oh, that's right. You did say they recanted their story. Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And they got. We don't really know what happened. That's true.
Right. Right. And
Miramar they probably gonna get suspended by the No Fun League. But you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, New York already asked Quentin Dunbar to just stay away, you know, for a little while until you handle.
Don't come back. We good. We got enough.
Do your thing right now.
We got enough people.
We good without you.
They couldn't, or they just told him to.
No, they just asked him not to come to the facilities and stuff
until everything cleared up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. At least he ain't lose his job. Over not knowing the full details. Yeah.
Exactly. So,
because if it ain't happened, hey, you know what happened though? You know what probably happened?
What's that?
Them damn boys who first reported that thing, They thought about it. Oh, we can get more money out of these fools if we shut up. They got real
You already
Think
know
so?
somebody thinking that.
You know,
You think so?
Yeah,
They going for the money grab? I don't know. I
yeah,
don't think so.
yeah.
I think so. Because if one person in the party think that, his homeboy gonna think that, because he gonna convince him. That's two niggas right there.
It could be.
That's all he takes.
Could be. I don't know. I'll see how that pan out. But that
Maybe
is,
they said what they said at first, and then came back and was like, "No, it ain't even go down like that."
Think about it. They had
like,
4 people who
I
said
think-
one thing one time and then recanted, and then they had one person that been like, "No, man, them dudes ain't did that shit, man. Come on, man."
or the dudes be like, look, man, y'all boy take y'all story back. We break y'all off a little something.
He could.
Y'all boy take that shit back. We break y'all off a little something. Put this whole thing to bed, man.
Well, when I get my contract, man, I'll just break y'all boys out 10 G's a piece.
Could be as simple as that. Yeah.
Straight
But anyway, all right. So moving on. Y'all good on that? Y'all everybody straight?
Yeah, we good on that. Yeah, we stayed on that too long.
All right.
Direct
Moving
traffic.
on. I know this is gonna be. I think this is gonna double back again and sit your ass down. But the CEO of Hobby Lobby said that it is his biblical right to own slaves. How y'all boy feel about that? And I hear TV on somebody's stream. Somebody got TV.
Turn it down. Turn it down.
Don't get cussed out now, Lundy.
I'm about to say.
He ain't say, can you turn that down? He said, hey, turn that down.
Yeah. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't get jacked up. We recording this now. We ain't gonna edit none of this out. None of that.
I just apologize.
Man, you already know what time it is. Yeah.
I think you should hush.
Don't get cussed out, man.
I was good. She said I was good. Now, how about that?
There you go, bro.
No.
Turn that down.
Turn that down.
Well, I didn't realize it got turned up.
Back to your man from Hobby Lobby, man. What's his name, Rex?
David Green.
David Green, Hobby Lobby said it is his biblical right to own slaves. Now, I have a big problem with this. I got a big problem with this because
so much.
The problem that I had with this, and then when I was reading the story on it, somebody in a comment or maybe a comment with a retweet or something like that was ain't nothing like some free labor that you can get. And somebody was like saying like slaves ain't nothing but indentured servants or people that owe money that can't pay.
That is not the same thing. That is not the same thing.
And while there is a correlation to that definition, and these times that is not what a slave is. You know what I mean? The slave, a slave nowadays is not what a slave was in the 1600s and 1400s. It's not the same thing. It's completely different. Even me and my wife, we were doing a little dive last week, like talking about how slaves in the Bible, in the original Bible, the meaning of a slave was a lot different than what we know it as. But it reading up on it, was
a slave was more like a prisoner in the Bible, right?
More like a prisoner, somebody that owning slaves gave you a certain type of prestige or something like that. It wasn't specifically just to do work, but or indentured servant type thing. It's very vague. It's very vague.
I'm gonna tell you right now. The prestige part was still there because if those owners back 400-500 years ago owned a certain amount of slaves, then it would look at as prestigious.
True.
And slavery is used as a tool to hold somebody down. So slavery is still the same. No matter how you look at it, modern day slavery is still a tool used to hold somebody down in a place. So it's still the same.
I just don't like the idea that he think that anybody should have, in America, you think that you should have slaves, period.
In America, anywhere across the world, though.
Anywhere across the world, but I'm an American, so I can really only speak from an American standpoint. I don't know what the cultural significance of that is in other countries and stuff like that. But here, slavery is taboo. You don't talk. We don't do that. We don't fucking do that. We abolished slavery 200 years ago. We abolished slavery 200 years ago.
And then we still had to fight to get counted as whole people.
Yeah, we had to fight for that. But I just don't understand why
Juneteenth coming.
Is right.
Juneteenth coming.
It's his biblical right, but yet you want to use the laws of the land to enforce this right. But isn't church and state supposed to be separate?
Yes, church and state is supposed to be separate. And this just goes to my argument that I have said before while we've been recording, that the Bible is a tool used to oppress us in slavery or whatever.
Very much so. Now, I'm not going to get...
I just feel like that, man. That's just my thoughts. That doesn't have to hold for you or Rex.
Right. I'm not going to get too biblical personally. I'm not going to get biblical.
I only saying that because he said that's his biblical right. That's the only reason I said it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how some of them it might not be viewed that way by the masses, but a lot of people think that way.
Because I'm not a big religious person.
Me either.
More spiritual than religious. I know people don't like when people say that, but it's just the truth of the matter. But the idea of your right to own slaves just don't make sense to me. It just don't make sense to me. I just don't. Rex, were you kind of quiet? What's up?
Because you talking about a man that said, now mind you, he's the CEO of this store, this whole business.
Mm-hmm.
He said he gonna keep his stores open during the coronavirus because his wife Barbara got a message from God and told them to keep the stores open and that the employees would be protected by the hand of God.
You know what a crazy thing about that when you said that, keeping the store open, is if you feel that it's your biblical right to own slaves, then why the fuck you paying employees? Why not just invite everybody to come work for you for free?
Well,
that's why he mad.
You have to pay. Legally, you have to pay the employee.
Right.
Well,
he doesn't want him not to work because he's still gonna have to pay him.
He doesn't have to legally. He doesn't have to offer it.
Well, he ain't gonna get nobody.
He can say, "Hey, I want you to come work for me, but I'm not gonna pay you." He can say that.
Yeah, and they can be like, "Well, you can offer that shit, but I ain't gonna take that shit."
He's not gonna make no money off of
ain't
anybody.
Ain't nobody gonna fucking work for him.
But that's why he mad, cuz.
If I was an employee at Hobby Lobby, I'd give that nigga a big fuck you and walk the fuck out.
Well, one thing we gonna do for him for sure is we gonna tell him to sit his ass down.
That's right, baby.
Mr. Green, sit your ass down, dog. You nobody got no time for that.
Go ahead. In my best Georgia ass shit, man, sit your ass down some motherfucking way, dog.
We got no time for that bullshit.
That's that straight fucking bullshit, man. All right, man. Before we jump into our I'm gonna say like a deep topic, so we're gonna kind of go in on. I want to see if y'all got anything else y'all want to run through.
No.
No. Before we dive into that, because I think this is gonna take us to a time period. Yo, The Last Dance. Looking back at it, and the whole, looking at the whole perspective. Man, my thing that I took away from it, man, I got to relive my childhood. And thinking about those moments that made me want to go outside and, you know what I'm saying, lower the goal down so I can dunk. Or, you know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? We all did it. You know, I'll go out there and shoot my shot or whatever.
Well, see, at that time, Hannibal, I've been dunking for real, so I ain't had no problem.
Boy, you ain't dunk no damn. You ain't dunk
crazy as hell, dog.
You lying, boy. You ain't dunk nothing.
But with 8th grade, you know what I'm saying, 98, I was about dunking, you know what I'm saying. But
what school you jump off the dunk, nigga? What you talking about?
Had that super get up with that black trash can. Take off.
The black trash can.
Man, that was 9-foot goal, man. That was 9-foot goal.
Hey, Last Dance was awesome, man. That shit, I really enjoyed that documentary. Like you said, Hannibal, it made me relive watching the Bulls in the 90s. Like, I remember watching that time that they finally beat Cleveland. I remember that time when they beat when they played against Detroit. And they finally won. Even though they lost, was it the Eastern Conference? They lost.
Yeah, that's right.
Even though they lost, I just still remember watching those games and remembering watching the last game of the finals when they actually won and everybody was cheering. I remember each one of those.
I remember all their championship games, bro.
Me too, man.
All of them. All of
Very
them.
nostalgic. And to me, it re-solidifies the I'm not going to get into the conversation or debate about LeBron versus Jordan and who's better. But it re-solidifies to me that Jordan is hands down the best basketball
player unanimous across the board.
So, cuz we don't need to revisit this no more, right? That's what you're trying to say?
Nah, it's unanimous across the board. MJ the GOAT.
LeBron got nothing on Jordan. I'm sorry.
Not gonna be considered the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? But some people will think that way, but everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
You can throw out all them stats all you want to. That shit don't permeate me in any kind of way.
Let me tell you something right now. The only people that say LeBron is the GOAT and he better than Mike is the G-Wiz generation that ain't got nothing else better to do. They ain't never see Mike play or nothing like that.
No, everybody entitled to their own opinion. I ain't gonna say
oh man, stop that foolishness, Hannibal. We don't play that shit here on Primarily Speaking, dog. We talk weird, dog. That boy just trying to put a false idol up, though. He's a false idol.
I'm a truth. Everybody has their opinion. We don't know.
I would rather have Kobe represent that generation.
I believe I'm with that too. I'll take Kobe over LeBron.
But Kobe came out in 96. I mean, what, 96? Yeah, 96. Kobe came into the 96. Kobe came into the league, and LeBron came in 2003. That's a whole different generation, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. People gonna be entitled to their own opinion. Me being the Aquarius that I am, I just listen to everybody's opinion. My opinion that MJ is the GOAT. Somebody may feel different. You know what I'm saying? That's their opinion. I just let them live with their opinion. Ain't no need for me to argue. It's a stupid argument. We'll never be able to see these guys go head to head. It's a dumb argument. Everybody has respect for each other. That MJ his idol, just like a lot of other people that come around that 80 who were born in the 80s. MJ was their idol. So it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just an opinion.
You know why he's saying all that, right, Brian?
Why?
Because he loved to defend LeBron. That's why he's saying all that.
I ain't even defended LeBron, bro. What are you talking about?
Hey, this is what I want to say. This is what I want to say about Mike. And I think I told you this a few days ago, Rex. The reason why I have so much respect for Mike after all this is because when he first got to the Bulls were shit. Like shit, right?
Yeah.
And when he got there, he immediately elevated the team, right?
Yeah.
And after that, he just kept getting better. He would go so far and say, "Damn, I gotta work harder." So he worked harder, and every year he got closer and closer to that championship because in his mind, the only thing he wanted to do was win that championship. Every year he got closer and closer. He finally got there, and he knew what it took to win it. And he just not only did he kept doing, he elevated it so that he could continue doing it, right? And so when he got
trusting his team,
and when he went to the second three-peat, and he had like Kerr and Cool Coach and all those guys on the team, and as much shit as they talk, no, I don't say they talk shit, but they just say how he was kind of hard on them in practice and everything like that. Because that man did everything that it required of any player to become a champion. He knew exactly what it took to be there, and he was trying to tell him, like, look, I know what it takes. I'm trying to put that into you guys so that you understand what it takes to be a champion.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me that man was a leader. That man wasn't a leader. That man
he was a leader.
Everything. He didn't have to go anywhere else. He didn't have to go to another team to do that. He stuck to his guns where he was at. He worked with whatever they gave him.
Well, the best thing that happened to him, not Scottie Pippen getting drafted, but Phil Jackson teaching him to trust your teammates.
Right, yeah, I agree with that.
That's the best thing that happened to Mike, man.
I agree with that.
Mike was a dog, but he was a dog. He was his only show. Yeah. He wasn't given the pack nothing to eat off of.
He had to learn teamwork.
That once he learned that I can eat off this bone and then I can pass it over here. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
The rest of the dogs started getting fit, and once the dog got enough, he might have been the alpha wolf. But once everybody else started eating, once all the other wolves started eating, they started attacking, baby. That's how they ran out that first 3 feet.
There's two things that I really love. He when he said there's no I in team, he said there's an I in win. I love when he said that. I love when he said that. But I also love when that year that he lost to the Pistons in the Eastern Conference Final, they've been beating on his ass.
Yeah.
And he said, you know what, I'm gonna bulk up. And he hit that gym. And he put on some pounds. And he's like, this shit ain't gonna happen again. It ain't happening next time. And he sweep. And you hear me, Rex? He sweep them boy next time.
So what? So what? I mean, it was about time. It was about time. We had to throw him a bone or something.
Baby, get the room.
It's all good. I mean, after all them ass whoopings, I respect about time. You give him one.
Oh man, that's why I have 2 things I love, man.
Hey, I'm just
saying,
just to watch it, and then to hear him say it, man. To me, he was the perfect blend of selfishness and team player. Yeah. He's the perfect blend. That's why he is so great. You earn this trust, you getting the rock.
Hell yeah, he gonna give you the ball.
You getting the rock.
Now you better do something with it now.
You gonna get the rock. You gonna
do something with it.
That's right. That's right.
There's a
That's why the other guy, he's not selfish enough.
There's a video on YouTube of a guy doing a comparison of LeBron James and damn it, I can't think of his name. And Michael Jordan.
Can't think of his name. You know what? And that's why you shouldn't be doing this segment. I told you. I said, see, you can't even get it right.
But anyway,
we wasn't going to do this.
Anyway, you should watch it, man. It's about 30 minutes long. I don't know the guy's name, but
I will not waste 30 minutes.
It's called Jordan versus LeBron, the best GOAT comparison. That's the name of it on YouTube. Check it out, man. It gives a very good breakdown between the two, and I think it do a real good job, and it really solidifies. I agree with.
It's not too one-sided either way, and it's a fair comparison.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's a fair comparison.
But Jordan
hard pass.
Okay.
Hard pass.
All right. So moving on to our little deep segment. But I want to talk about Breonna Taylor. Gotta talk about Breonna Taylor, man. With everything going on with Ahmaud Arbery recently, that happened in February.
Yeah, and it's still more and more and more coming out about that case.
You're right, and one thing I didn't want to do was skip over another case that I thought was just as important, if not more important, was the case of Breonna Taylor. And Breonna Taylor is where's she from? Hannibal.
It's Kentucky. I think it's Louisville.
So police came to their home in plain clothes and to serve a warrant. And when they came to serve this warrant, they kicked in the door, did not announce themselves, and just started shooting from what I understand, they let off like 20 shots.
Well, from my the boyfriend shot first.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
But it been in the wrong house. Either way, they weren't supposed to be.
Right, the wrong house, but they came to serve a warrant when they kicked in the door first.
Because they had a no-knock warrant.
Broke into the house in plain clothes and did not announce themselves. And I don't know. You said that the boyfriend shot first. I don't know if that's the case.
That's what the story said. I don't believe that now. After everything else that I read, I don't believe it.
But they said that the police shot 20 times. Miss Breonna Taylor was hit 8 of those 20. And they had police officers on the inside and the outside shooting into the house, which don't make no fucking sense to me.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, they were shooting. It was kind of like
a movie, some type of movie.
Yeah, like some type of movie, like a mobbing or something.
Some shit you see on TV.
Miss Breonna Taylor lost her life. The boyfriend was detained and arrested for attempted.
I forgot how much his bond was.
Assault on a police officer or attempted murder on a police officer or something like that. They had him for like 2 weeks. I think they let him go after 2 weeks. But you know, I just didn't want this. I didn't want the story to just go under the rug like that, because we gotta talk. We need to make these things known. Like, I didn't know about it. I thought this should happen this month, but this happened back in March. It happened in March.
See, news travels slow. Now, just like
positive news travels slow.
Yeah.
No. Black news travels slow.
Even better.
So, just like the Ahmaud Arbery story that happened back in February, this story happened afterwards. Now, unlike the Arbery story, and I'm gonna chop this up to the logistics of everything. We in the Southeast region here, so of course we're gonna hear about the Ahmaud Arbery story because we're right here. Brunswick is what, like 3-hour drive from here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, of course, we're going to hear about that. But it still wasn't more that came to light about that until the doggone video came out. So, with this story, it happened in March. Now, I never heard about this story until one day I was on Twitter, and I read it, and then I was like, oh, snap. You know what I'm saying? Like, this has been going on for a minute. And I'm going to just chop it up to regional, like our regional area. That's why we didn't hear about it initially.
Probably so.
As it began to gain traction, it became more national news. Then that's what happened.
Not national enough, but I hear you.
Yeah, not enough. But I'm glad more people are pushing it. I had to tell somebody on Twitter. I was like, whoa. I know you don't want this case to be connected with the Ahmaud Arbery case. I said it's kind of, you know what I'm saying, connected a little bit. I say, but just be happy that it's getting some light put on it. Don't downplay another one or talk bad about another case, because, you know what I'm saying, now this case is getting some light, and that's what we want. We want it all to get some light, because this has been wrong, man. It's been wrong. You go to the wrong house, the man that you're looking for, he's already been contained. So, who did they have a vendetta against?
Right, that's the part of the story.
Everything that I read, she's been a shining light in these dark times.
My thing that I really
EMT,
hate,
and she loves her job.
The thing I hate most about this story is this isn't the first time that we've heard about police going to a house and shooting in somebody's house, like the young lady in Texas that were playing games with her nephew. But what kills me about this shit is that you never, I don't know of any story. And if you guys know, please tell me. If anybody else out there know, please tell me. I have not yet heard a story of them doing this in a white neighborhood or a white person's home, where a white person was shot when the police came and kicking their door or mistakenly shot. I just have not heard of a story like that.
And you will not. You will never hear that type of story.
And what bothers me about that fact is that they so easily do it. They so easily do it, and there's no outrage. There's not enough outrage about shit like this. This shit is, it's like, all right, another black person was killed. Oh, here's a little outrage. Okay, keep on, move on. Like, what the fuck, man? This shit is not all right. This shit is not okay for these types of things to just keep happening. Like, what? I'm at a loss of words, bro. I'm at a loss of fucking words because this shit just. I don't want to be desensitized to it. It's happening so often. I don't want to be desensitized to stuff like this.
You might not be, but a lot of other people are.
This shit should be outrageous all the time, every time it happens. But there's never, we talk about it. We have with the Ahmaud Arbery thing. We march, everybody did this, that, and the third. Yeah, those guys got arrested. But what's gonna change, man? We need change. We don't need arrest is one thing. We need fucking change, bro.
Bro, I don't know what's gonna take to change. Maybe. I'm not saying this is always the solution, but maybe we need to start walking with that big stick, just to show, which is what the Black Panther movement started out as, which was what Malcolm X's whole thing was we're gonna show that yes, we told a big stick and we mean business, but we not out here to cause violence. We just showing you that we're not gonna take and put up with your crap no more. First thing first for us, man, we gotta start sticking together more. I'm getting so sick and tired of black people putting other black people down because of skin color. That's the dumbest shit ever, man.
Rex, I want to hear something you gotta say on this because you ain't say nothing yet. And Lundy, I'm Hannibal. I'm gonna come back to you. I'm gonna come back to you, Hannibal. And after that, I got something I want to say about the whole thing. But Rex, I want to hear what you got to say, man.
This shit terrible. I mean, a young lady had to lose her life in a terrible manner. Nothing being done. Of course, it's business as usual. That's how it go down all the time. I mean, and just like how you say you speechless, but you're frustrated at the same time because you don't understand how people don't have empathy towards this stuff to say that let's change all this shit. Let's do something different. But I think we so deep in right now, man, you're going to take a lot. I mean, you're going to take generations before any type of change start going the opposite way. Because right now, we in the red, needle in the red.
And been red a long time, bro.
Yeah, a real long time, and you got to get it back down, man. You got to get them back down. Bro.
All right, Hannibal. You was done, Rex. What you had to say?
Yeah. I'm keep it short and sweet.
You gonna finish off what you were saying, Hannibal?
Man, just simple. I just hope that sometime in the future, for my kids and their kids, that we can all start coming together as a people, because it don't make any sense right now. And I just wish that the hate because of someone's skin color, because you're white, because I'm black, why you gotta hate me? You know what I'm saying? What's your vendetta against me? What is it that you hate about me? You know what I'm saying? You're a man just like I'm a man. You're a human just like I'm a human. What is it that you hate about me so much? Why you got to judge me so much? I walk on 2 legs and 2 feet just like you walk on your pair of legs and your pair of feet. You know what I'm saying? I breathe in out just like you breathe in out. What is it? Usain Bolt got you upset?
I hear
because
you,
he was faster than everybody else? What is it, man? What is it? Because our women have, you know what I'm saying, a curvaceous. You know what I'm saying? Is it that? Is it because you want to look like us? You know what I'm saying? Is it that? But you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is, where it comes from. I just wish it to stop. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I don't know if it'll ever stop because it's so deeply rooted into some people's way of thinking. I just hope, you know what I'm saying, that in my lifetime I could see a time when people really start acknowledging that the stupid shit, well, people acknowledging it now, more people acknowledge it now, but the stupid shit that get cast upon, I shouldn't have to walk here and have to watch my back or run in my neighborhood and watch my back. I shouldn't have to worry about that, bro. Or you know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to worry if I get pulled or if I tint my car or put, you know what I'm saying, wheels on my car. That because black people ain't the only people that sell drugs.
You know
what I'm saying? That shit's stupid as fuck to me, man.
To get a little bit even deeper into this shit, right? My problem with this is that there's probably about 20 or 30 people that we know of nationally that are victims of this type of behavior. And it's very evident that nobody cares but us, right? And they have no intention on changing it or decreasing the way they do it. I mean, to me, even now, more so since this pandemic, it's just like more things are happening that are even more blatant and unapologetic than prior, right?
What I told you.
And what bothers me about it is that we want solutions, right? And I'm speaking from a black perspective. We want solutions, and we've been asking, begging, pleading for proper solutions. We're trying to go through all the proper channels that were presented to us to say, if you want a solution, here are the channels that you go through, and we're trying to do that. But they don't give a fuck. They don't change anything. It still happens, and it still gets swept under the rug, or no laws are really being changed that make these type of actions atrocious enough that people don't want to do them in the future.
Like, are they going to convict these officers?
So my whole thing about that is it's going to take drastic measures for it to change. Unfortunately, those drastic measures, unfortunately, are probably going to involve violence. Are probably going to involve violence. I don't want it to. And I don't think as black people, we don't necessarily, as a majority, we don't really want it to be that way. We just want to be heard, not accepted. We want to be heard, and we want things to change based with us included in the thought process, right? But it's not going to happen. Why? Because we're in no positions of power whatsoever. We got senators, we got legislators, we got congressmen. Those aren't positions of power high enough to make those type of decisions. You know what I mean? Because even our congressmen and politicians are in somebody's pocket. You know what I mean? We don't have enough money or position to be in a powerful enough position to make any type of change. In order to do that, it might need to be force.
So you're talking about you just gonna go take this shit?
Hey man, revolution will be televised, brother. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is a revolution will be televised, and that when that shit fucking happens,
you a registered witness. More of us start buying.
You can't say that we didn't try otherwise. And I'm afraid that is the only solution. I'm afraid that some type of violence incorporated solution is the only way to get these types of things across, because we're pleading, begging, asking all this shit, and nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. No, I'm sorry, man. Some people give a fuck, but the people in power don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. So we got to remove the people in power for us to have a say-so. That's how I feel about it. That's what hurts me the most about it is there's no real solution in the current state of affairs that we have. There's no real solution to all of this stuff. It ain't gonna happen. We can march.
That's why I was saying what I was saying before. Like, we gotta start toting the big stick to show them that, yo, we ain't playing either.
We can march all we want to. We can go down to the White House. We can go to Congress. We can go wherever we want.
We've been marching all our ancestors been marching all their fucking life, bro.
We are not in any type of position of power to make those type of changes. Yeah, we can live semi-comfortably, but they can pick us off at will as much as they want to, and nothing happens to them. If we do anything, if we get out of line in the slightest amount, they want to cut our fucking head off and label us as demons and no good motherfuckers, this, that, and the third. But they can do whatever the fuck they want. Nothing happens.
I want everybody, like all our black people, bro. You a gangster, and you a gangster. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sets might have differences, but you know what I'm saying? What happened to protecting the community? Why we killing each other, bro? Stop it. You know what I'm saying?
Stop killing each other, man.
You got soldiers like that? Well, why your street soldiers ain't preparing for war? Because it's a lot of guys out here that's hardcore with like they said with Debo on Friday. He hard over here, but he don't do that shit to them dudes around the street, on the other street. You know what I'm saying? Why you do that shit to us, but when you get around on white people, you totally different.
Gangs were originally created to protect the community that they lived in.
That's why I said that.
Nowadays, the only thing they want to do is protect their community from the other niggas or the other brothers. No, you need to protect your community from the people that want to harm your community. Period.
To really make a change, we gotta come together.
Got to, man. We got to come. We can preach this shit all we want to. We can preach this stuff all we want to.
Bro.
Yeah, because I know that even if we come,
my point is, even though we come together, we have a very vast amount of people that are together and willing to be together for the greater good. But it don't matter if we ain't in power. We've been asking, pleading, and begging.
I don't know what it's gonna take, man. Somebody it's like our source.
I'm tired.
Of power got cut off to everybody, and the few that know it, it's not enough of us to say we standing for this. It's only so much one man can do here, and one man can do here, or one man can do here. We too scattered out.
We gotta do it together, man.
We gotta start having groups of people here, and groups of people here, and groups of people here, and start standing up for each other.
We gotta be on one accord. We gotta have the same goal.
Exactly.
We got to have the same goal.
You know what that's like?
What's up, man?
That's like,
nigga?
Yeah, my bad. I just been listening to everything, but you know what that's like? That's like music groups, like the Temptations and New Edition and shit like that, or whatever. You got, just like how you say, cuz you got a whole team working towards one goal. That's what he's supposed to be doing. But he always gonna be one dude that always won't be on top. That gonna fuck it up for everybody else.
Yeah, you right.
What if that's like the ladder, the heaven, the stairway to heaven? What if it is? What if it's just like that for us? Like our power relies on us coming together, but we never come together because there's always somebody that want to reach up and try to take control of everything else and tell all the shit, and all the shit's come crumbling down after that.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
what if it's like that?
It's different for us as black folk because, even like in the white community, you got your rich people, rich white folk, and then you got the trailer park trash, or you got your meth head type cats that do wrong, but they get swept under the rug. Nobody looks at them. Nobody, nobody gives a fuck about them. Nobody really cares. If we don't come together, we gonna keep feeling, man. We just gonna keep feeling if we ain't on the same page. We gotta get on the same page, man. It ain't gotta. At least, not matter of fact, let's at least be in the same book. We ain't gotta be on the same page. Be in the same book. Mm-hmm. Shit.
There's a lot of pages in that book, cuz. A lot of pages.
We got people reading.
But if we can get in the same book,
our culture reading 10 different books. We need to read one fucking book. We need to read one book. I don't care what page you want. Just be in the same fucking book, man. You know what I mean? Be on the same journey. You might be at a different stage of the journey, but at least be going in the same direction. You know what I mean? What the fuck?
Well, the first thing it's going to take is for us to start beating up each other. Once they see that, then they'll take us seriously.
Unfortunately,
we don't laughing at us now.
unfortunately, we don't realize a lot of stuff like that until we get older. And, you know, like when you 17, 16, 15, whatever, young, when you're a teenager, you don't
We gotta
see
stop
the big
teaching
picture.
our younger people that shit.
We try it, and listen. Even when I was 15, I had my uncle was trying to tell me some stuff, and I used to feel like, man, my uncle don't understand me because you know he don't really see what I'm having to deal with on a day-to-day basis. My survival, trying to survive and shit, and deal with ABC, whatever the case is. You know what I mean? Even though he was right in what he was trying to tell me and preach to me, he didn't relate to me because it was coming from a different viewpoint. He was up here, I'm way down here, and his viewpoint is so far beyond what I can fathom. I can't understand what he means. I had
And
to
he
get
ain't no
older.
regular voice. You
I had
gotta
to
have
get
a regular,
older
consistent voice.
before I could even understand what the fuck he was talking about.
You know why you don't have that regular consistent voice? Because that dude corny, or that dude lame, or you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they ridicule him for this, or we tear each other down. That's why you don't get to hear that voice of reason.
You know what we fuck up at? You know what we
Yeah.
fuck up at? You know how our kids and because I will speak from a standpoint of being a teenager. Like Rex, you can very much attest to this. When we was kids and teenagers and stuff like that, we've been running out to the clubs, chasing girls, and you know wanting to do fun. What we call fun, right? What we call fun and cool. We need to change the narrative of what's fun and cool because we allow too many negative images or negative personalities to decide what's deemed as cool. You know what I mean? If you got a rapper, unfortunately speaking, there's a lot of rappers that have the ears and attention of our youngsters. Rappers or anybody just like that. And what they say is cool is what the kids are gonna follow as being cool.
And you know what's funny? They just talking about their life experience.
Yeah.
I remember listening to I forgot who I was listening to, but they were saying that they talking about their life experiences, and they trying to tell them like, yo, that shit ain't cool what I did. You know what I'm saying? I did that for me at that time because that's what I had to do. I ain't do that shit to be cool. Right. I did that shit to be, you know what I'm saying, put myself in a situation so that I can improve not only my living arrangement, but my family's living arrangement. People out here selling drugs because it's cool. Bro, that's so fucking stupid.
That's stupid as fuck.
Yeah, you selling drugs because you think that shit gonna make you get that girl pussy that you been chasing. Dog, you about as lame as fuck, dog. Like, leave that shit alone.
You know what? I think women might have a lot of power in this because and this is a very
say that shit for that other episode, dog.
This is a very I'm gonna say this real quick. This is a very loose connection I'm gonna make. A very loose connection. But if all the women been like, they not messing with no dope boys, no corner boys, no nothing that's negative. Of every woman, I'm talking about every woman. I'm not talking about the older women and woke women. I'm talking about every single woman. But like, nah, you're not fucking with that because you do that. I think niggas would change their tunes, man, because the niggas do a lot of shit just to get some girl or get some pussy.
Nigga, I guarantee you a lot of niggas will change their tunes, dog. I guarantee.
Most of the reason why niggas do something so they can get girls or get some pussy and some shit.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why they go out there and buy the Jordans. That's why they buy all the high-priced clothes, because they're trying to attract the girl.
Everything starts with the black woman. Can I tell y'all something real quick? Real quick. I was reading an article that said the mythology of Medusa, and it was talking about how Medusa wasn't such a, the way they make Medusa out in Greek mythology isn't really correct. Medusa was really a symbolic of a black woman and the Caucasian man wanting to not mix the races, so that he would paint a picture of a black woman as being this hideous type of woman that you wouldn't want anything to do with in an attempt to avoid mixing races, because when he first saw this black Nubian queen, he was so enthralled by her, he froze and he couldn't do nothing. And he was like, he was just like Stone. But he was like, I can't allow that to happen to my rest of my Caucasian brothers. So we gotta stop all this shit and say, no, this is an evil bitch that you don't want nothing to do with. And that was the story behind Medusa. So the black woman is really like the cornerstone of everything we need on this earth, really, to be honest. Be honest with that shit, man. The black woman is everything we need.
Mm-hmm. That's right. You're absolutely correct, dog.
Hot damn. Ain't that something? Our black queens are the nucleus of what everything we need on this earth. Now, black women can be a little crazy sometimes, but they're still that nucleus, though.
And that's why what you said
that's
earlier.
A little side thing. That's a little side thing I want to throw out there.
But that's why what you said earlier would never happen, dog. Remember what you said earlier about the girls, all the girls not wanting to talk to no. Yeah.
And that's the problem, is that as long as you got hoes out there, you got niggas that want to be with hoes. And hoes make it so difficult for good girls, man. They make it so difficult for good girls.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my opinion on all of this because I got a lot to say about this. I just, woo, I'm hold my opinion. All of this. All I'm gonna say, dog, is I agree with you, my dog. I agree.
Boy, no.
Hoes make it hard on a good woman,
if
man.
They ain't want that dope, boy. It wouldn't be no nigga selling no dope. I can guarantee you that shit.
I know
be out here working full-time, legitimate job to impress a fucking girl.
That's all we do it for.
Finding a whole other, a hustler gonna hustle. But a hustler gonna hustle in a light where it's legitimate for them to get their money, to get the thing right.
Everything a man do is for a woman, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave that shit at that. I'm gonna leave that shit at that. That's all I'm gonna say about that shit.
I got you.
You right though, my nigga. You is right. You is right. Not you are right. You is right.
Riggs, what you got to say, man?
I just want to make sure Crystal hear that.
So man, so we at the end of that conversation about the Breonna Taylor thing, man, it coming to me, it just comes back to we need to be in positions of power to make any real change. And I don't care how any of it boils down, we have to be in a position of power. And I'm not talking about fucking congressmen. We had a black president. That shit ain't changed nothing. When I say power, I mean power to influence the laws of this country.
That's why I'm happy for another different basketball player for making a certain school to get get some of those younger African Americans opportunity to go to school to excel themselves so that our future can be brighter. Maybe these kids turn out to be together and future leaders of our people, further guiding them to the light of togetherness.
Right. That's what I gotta say in closing. That's all. We got to be in better positions of power. So I agree with you on that one, Hannibal. Riggs, anything you want to say on closing on that topic?
No, man. I mean, it is what it is.
Quiet, nigga.
Hey, and you know what? Rest in paradise to Breonna Taylor. Sorry that your life was taken so soon. I hope that the message from the wrong that was done to you continues to carry on to bring our people together. And I hope for her boyfriend, I forgot his name, I apologize.
I don't know his name.
That, you know what I'm saying, those charges are dropped against him. I hope that's what the case is, that the charges are dropped against him. And the officers that went in ill-mannered and I don't know what they were thinking. I know it was devilish, and it shouldn't have been done to Breonna Taylor and her boyfriend. But I hope that they get brought up on charges. The likelihood of that happening is very small, but I really do hope that they get brought up on charges so that we can see an officer get brought up on charge, convicted of a crime, not no
we want that
10-year charge, not no, oh, we forgive you, we gonna pray for you, but now you finna get this charge and you finna do this time, no parole.
Yeah, man, Rex, man, I want to hear what you got to say, man. Cause you been a little quiet this episode now. What's up?
No, I mean with that right there, you gotta just think they done had some cops convicted, you know. But even when they could get convicted, they get light sentences. So it was really like a slap on the wrist.
That's why I said I want them to come down hard on them.
Yeah, it really ain't no deterrent or nothing like that for them boys, you know, to stop that shit or whatever. So they're gonna keep doing that until, like you say, laws get changed and these people start protecting these people. Just like with the Ahmaud Arbery thing. You had the DA protecting an ex-officer. He ain't even on the force no more.
Bro, it's deeper than that, man. When you
because
good old boy shit,
fraternity,
man.
Yeah, because once they're in that fraternity, you know, they protect it for life, just like the Klan.
Cause like,
bro, you know, they had an officer tell them, "I want you to go to him and appoint the Gregory McMichael over. If anything happens, you do what you gotta do, and I'll cover for you." Type of way.
Cause like, you know, like even amongst us, man, like if you doing something wrong, we gonna tell you. We gonna be like, look, man, dang, you shouldn't be doing that shit, man. You know what I mean, we're not gonna give you a pass. We don't give you a pass. Like, I want to look out for you because you my dog, but I'm not gonna tell you what you doing is right. I'm not gonna tell you that.
And you get back into the way how it used to be. It used to be when someone would see you doing wrong, to tell you doing wrong, you nod your damn head and you walk your ass on somewhere. Now you tell somebody they doing wrong, they fuss, they cuss, they call you out your name, they ready to shoot you or kill you because you told them what they was doing wrong.
Yeah.
If we can get back, start going back, say, hey man, you wrong for what you doing now.
Yeah.
I'm with you, brother, but you wrong. Put that shit out. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. So then we gonna put a button on that topic, man. If y'all boy got anything else to say, I think we done wrap all that up. But
damn, we done run the time that quick.
Yeah.
Shit, man. We got the time, man. And
congratulations to the high school graduates of 2020. Anybody who graduated this year, we had the credit to graduate. Congratulations to you. May your future be bright. May you go out there and conquer the world and continue to strive so that you complete all of your goals, live your college dreams, go out there and start these careers, start these businesses so that, you know what I'm saying, we can support you, man. You know, get out there and do your thing.
Cool. All right, so real quick, before we even shut anything down, you want to do your shit your ass down? We already talked about David Green, that was his name?
Yeah, Dave Green.
Dave Green to sit your ass down. You want to talk some more on that?
Well, we don't tell him to sit your ass down. You know, we always have a little list of, you know, honorable mentions and stuff. Trump always on
anybody else?
Trump, sit your ass down, man. Put my portrait up.
Exactly. I got 32 people that are on my list today.
Hey,
32 people.
Hey, y'all gotta excuse me for 1 second, man. Y'all ain't got. I gotta pause for 1 second. All right.
Oh.
All right, we back, man. I had to take a quick pause, man. Nigga had to take a pee break.
He still said it.
Hey, that shit ain't no joke, man. That shit ain't no fucking joke, bro.
You know.
No monkey shoulder tonight, but
I know.
All right, so in closing, man. Yeah, that's that good rum. You got that good rum, man, Hannibal. Woo! All right, so we close out on that, so we don't have no more sit your ass downs, right?
No, I ain't never finished.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, he got 32.
32 I got to unload on.
32.
Every NFL owner, they should be ashamed of themselves, dog.
Oh, yeah. The Rooney Rule thing they're trying to change. Hey, that's dumb.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
The NFL
They're trying to say,
Wait. Hannibal. Let go ahead. Let Rex.
I'm gonna let Rex say that.
The NFL got a proposal to say if you hire minority candidate as your head coach, you get a higher draft pick.
What?
Right, exactly. That's why I said it just like that, so I could get your reaction. That's how they say it.
So you hire a black person, or a minority,
right,
as your head coach, you get a higher draft pick?
Right.
What that supposed to mean? I don't understand what that means.
You're not hiring nobody off their skill, bro. You hiring them just to
get a higher draft fucking pick.
That's stupid.
Right. That's dumb as fuck. Why would they even make a rule like that?
They tried to slide it in with the new CBA.
Oh.
Yeah. That's dumb. Guess what? Them players already signed that dumb shit.
Yeah.
They ain't read the whole thing. A lot of the players didn't even read it. They just signed the shit. Then they tried to go back and doggone change it. Nah, your dumb ass should have read it.
Stop signing contracts without reading, man.
No. But they signed the CBA, but this like an amendment. But so it ain't already ratified, so they're not table it. Because of the backlash that they get. Them boys been pissed off, man. They had Lynn out from LA, the Chargers head coach. He was talking dirty about it. Louis Riddick been talking dirty about it. Mike Tomlin been talking dirty about it.
I mean, I get it. Y'all trying to the NFL.
And Mike Tomlin, a Super Bowl winning coach.
But I get what the NBA or the NFL is doing as far as, hey, if you black, we gonna give you this. No, that's bullshit. That's a bullshit leg up.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the complete wrong way to do that.
In the NFL, until the doggone players stand up and say, we had enough of this shit.
God damn. You know what? They can't get shit right when it comes to us, man.
Now you see why I don't be fucking with the NFL? Now you see why?
Mm-hmm. God damn.
Yeah. So to all 32 of those want to sit y'all ass down.
Sit your ass down.
That's dumb. Do that to fellas, man.
That is just
I'm pretty sure some of them that don't agree with that, but as an entirety as a whole, we got to group y'all all together.
Yeah, man. Fuck them. Who else? What you got? What else you got?
That's it, man. Like I said, I had the honorable mention, but I had to roast in for a little while for that bullshit, man, because I just couldn't believe that, you know. And
that don't make no sense.
In this day and age, that shit shouldn't be happening right now, you know. I mean,
so a minority get a higher draft pick? That just don't make no sense to me.
That's why you be seeing so much bad football. They got a lot of incompetent coaches out there.
That's new, right? That hadn't been in play already.
That's new. Like I say, they ain't even past that. They tabled it to try to to switch it up or whatever, and switch the wording up, I guess. Try to make it sound different, but they're gonna try to do the same thing.
That's just dumb. Get the fuck out of here with that dumb shit, man.
That's the NFL. That's how I do it. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so man, I don't have no more situations. That Hobby Lobby kind of that was really yours, Rex, but
you ain't got nobody to tell them to sit their ass down, man. Nobody,
don't, man. I really don't. I don't have nobody to tell us.
You don't want to tell us sit down.
You know what I mean to ask y'all? What happened with the Ludacris Nelly battle?
Oh, that was good. Ludacris washed that nigga, man.
Hey, exactly. I want y'all to go to Tony Baker's IG page.
Tony Baker comedy?
Yeah. He roast Nelly because Nelly ain't played number one. He ain't played Over and Over Again. He ain't played My Girlfriend. He ain't played a lot of his top-topping hits.
But the problem is that his chart-topping hits aren't cultural hits. They're just chart hits.
People know them. People know number one. People know Over and Over Again. People love Over and Over Again.
I don't even know that song. What is that?
The one with Tim McGraw?
Oh, I don't even like that shit.
A lot of people, you don't like it, but a lot of people do like it. You know what I'm saying?
How many black people like it?
A lot of black people like that shit, though.
Because the whole Versus thing is for black people. It's not a record industry thing. It's a it's a cultural thing.
It's a hip hop thing. If you going hit for hit,
there ain't no hip hop song. There ain't no hit in the hip hop community.
No. Well,
that's a country song.
It was the number one on the hip hop chart.
Was it? You sure? Or that was number one on the country music?
No, it was number one on the hip hop chart.
That shit still don't count.
All Okay, all right. Well, if so, I'm like,
that shit still don't
me
count.
personally, they should have just had Ludacris and T.I. go at it.
No, T.I. got more hits than. Matter of fact, you know what? That would have been a better one.
That's a much better one.
Much better one.
They have history.
But
history of where they've been beefing, which I came to find out it wasn't even Ludacris that T.I. was beefing with. It was really I-20. He just didn't want to get I-20 no shine. So he, you know what I'm saying? Ludacris had something to say about all the other stuff. So he said what he had to say, and then that's how the whole thing came with the verse and all that stuff.
I think Nelly and Ludacris was an okay matchup because they came out about the same. Matter of fact, the same year they came out with their first albums. And to see their trajectory since then, Ludacris just had way more hits, man.
Exactly.
Way more hits. Nelly don't have enough hits. Even some of the songs he played during that shit, I was like, I ain't never even heard this fucking song.
And like what I said, he out here playing. You gotta listen to the Tony Baker comedy. He tell you exactly who he's playing.
I like Tony Baker, man. Tony Baker be tripping, man. He be tripping. Hey, you do the animal voiceovers, them should be funny as fuck.
That shit had me rolling. That's my favorite thing to watch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cram. You hear that one? Yeah, cram. Yeah, come on. You can get some of this shit. Cram. Yeah, Tony Baker. That's that nigga, man. That's that nigga. But next, man, that battle, man, Ludacris washed Nelly, man, all across the board. He just washed him.
That's why.
What's been the best battle for you?
The best battle was probably the most entertaining battle was T-Pain and Lil Jon.
That was the most
entertaining one. The best battle, I don't know,
man. Erica and Jill Scott, they had like it was a whole vibe. Now you could just sit right there. You like,
that wasn't a battle. That was more of a vibe.
Yeah. Now T-Pain. Now even though Lil Jon got way more hits than T-Pain was able to play his song and still sit right there for a little bit.
That shit was entertaining. Like that shit was club worthy.
Because
like
they appreciate each other.
You could play their playlist. You could play back and forth, and you could just jam out. Like everybody's jam out like a club atmosphere. That shit was club worthy.
The Babyface and Teddy Riley one, I wasn't really looking for. The Scott Storch and Manny Fresh, I kind of figured that Scott Storch would have more hits because he has a wider variety of, you know what I'm saying, beats and stuff that he's produced.
The reason why that wasn't a fair battle was because Scott Storch was a part of Bigger Records, but Manny Fresh produced every single song that he played. He produced the entirety of the song. Scott Storch didn't produce all those songs. A lot of the songs Scott Storch played, he played like the melody, or he played the piano key, or he played something that was a part of a bigger production. Which I'm not mad at being a part of a production. The only difference is that Manny Fresh could have played a lot of other songs that he was a part of versus him just producing completely in entirety. So, you know what I mean? I think that was off balance because I really like
who I really want to see?
Manny. That's my dude.
Jermaine Dupri versus somebody. Or give me somebody like...
It'll be Jermaine Dupri versus Puffy. That's the only other person he could go against.
He can... Well, Puffy got way... Well, no, Jermaine Dupri got a lot of hits.
A lot of hits. Mariah Carey.
Credit on.
The Brat.
He got Bow Wow.
They both got pretty good catalogs.
T.I. could go in there and play a whole bunch of Bow Wow shit, but he wrote a lot of that nigga shit.
T.I. wrote for Bow Wow?
Hell yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, T.I. wrote for a lot of people. Ludacris wrote for a lot of people.
I didn't know T.I. wrote for Bow Wow.
Right.
Yeah. I did not know that.
Yeah. Watch. Matter of fact, go check out T.I.'s podcast, Expeditiously.
I listen to that. I listen to that all the time.
Hey, you watch the Jermaine Dupri one. He getting better at interviewing people.
I listened to that. He ain't mentioning nothing about him writing for Bow Wow in that interview.
Yeah, he did. He talked about how how well he ain't say writing, but
JD did, but not T.I.
Yeah, T.I. wrote a lot for Bow Wow because Bow Wow was basically in there. That's where Bow Wow get a lot of his swag from.
From who? From T.I.?
T.I.
I ain't get that from that interview.
Go listen to it again and watch what Jermaine. Remember when Jermaine Dupri say that's Lil T.I.?
No.
Go back and watch that interview.
I'll have to do it now, cause shit, I was like, I remember listening to that, and I didn't get that.
But Jermaine Dupri dropped a lot of other guys in there, but he did say that he was like, that's Lil T.I. T.I. was like, nah, man. Jermaine Dupri was like, nah, he hung out with you a lot.
I checked it out. I'll listen back to that. I listen back to that.
And also check
Jermaine
out
Dupri wouldn't be able to go against Puffy.
Why you don't think so, Rex?
Biggie
Jermaine Dupri got a lot of. No, well, Jermaine Dupri got a lot of hits, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, just off Biggie alone, I mean, I can throw 112.
Jermaine Dupri got a lot of hits.
Yeah, I mean,
that dude been producing for a long time, bro.
That'd be a good battle, man. Jermaine Dupri versus Puffy, that'd be a good battle.
All right,
I'll tell you Organized Noize and Dr. Dre.
Think about it like this. At that time, no, none of them boys can fuck with Dre. Think about it. Think about it.
I'm talking about comparability, though. Organized Noize got a lot of hits.
Let's stop that right there, dog. None of them boys can fuck with Dre, dog. Dre been doing this for a long time, dog.
No, we not saying that they gonna beat Dre, but I'm saying like it's comparability to hits and how they feel in the vibe of their song. Organized Noize could do that too because the vibe of the song.
Okay, back to Puffy and Jermaine Dupri, because we ain't even gonna get into that right there. But it's a wash because you got Biggie off top. That's too much hits right there. You got 112 on the flam. Even Low C's and Mesa throw a little something in there. You can
don't throw Low C's in that. Don't throw them.
Now let me tell you. All right. So you got not only do you got Jagged Edge, you got Drew Hill, you got the Frank, you got Lil Bow Wow, you got Mariah Carey, you got Janet Jackson.
But both of them boys have Mariah Carey and Janet Jackson.
Oh, okay. But you got So Dust stuff, just like that, just like Puffy got Lil Kim. It's comparable, dog. It is a lot of hits between.
At that time, when them boys come out around about the same time, around about 94, 95. At that time, them boys been
out before then. Jermaine Dupri been out in the 1980s.
Yeah, he came out with Chris Cross in 92, 91, 92.
Even before then.
91 or 92. Yeah, he was out, but he didn't really pop until Chris Cross.
Yeah,
Jermaine Dupri didn't really pop till Chris Cross.
He got all his money. He got a lot of his money in the 80s, dog.
No, Jermaine Dupri didn't pop till Chris Cross.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
He might have made a living in the 80s. He didn't pop till Chris Cross.
Yeah,
that was 91, 92.
Listen, man, we talking about big time. We ain't talking about just doing some shit.
That's big time, bro. That was a big hit.
That's 91, 92. Biggie came out in 94, 93, 94?
92, 93. Because, like I tell you, dog, them boys come out.
Ready to Die was 94, though.
Oh, my God, man. Listen, man, Biggie Bun had stuff out before that, though. That's why.
Yeah, but he didn't pop till 94.
Bro, 93, 94 was
one album while he was living, bro.
Now, Rex, you just said we talking big time stuff, right?
Right, yeah, we talking big time.
Jermaine Dupri got a lot of big time stuff, dog.
But Jermaine Dupri didn't have nothing big time until 91, 92.
Okay,
you thinking about the stuff you know. Think about the other stuff, like the other artists.
I'm talking nationally.
Yeah, this national hit.
What you had before Chris Cross? What you had before Chris Cross? Please enlighten me. Because he himself he had stuff with
TLC and Total and stuff like that too.
No, he didn't have anything. He didn't have no music. Nationally speaking,
Escape. My bad.
Escape was after Chris Cross.
Hey, well, what it is, he still got just as many hits as Puffy.
I'm talking about Jermaine Dupri's introduction to the nation was Chris Cross.
And his album's better than Puffy.
And Puffy's introduction to the nation was Jodeci or Mary Jodeci first, and then Mary J. Blige.
Right.
Mary J. Blige. But when we
and that was 92, 93.
When we go hit,
90, dog. Yeah, Jodeci and them boy.
Oh yeah, they came out with so Jermaine Dupri and Puff come out at the same time.
93.
Listen, hold up. And I ain't even been saying nothing about that. I just start from Biggie on the way down, dog. I ain't even saying nothing about that.
So
I
want you to do your homework. I want you to do your homework. Then I want you to go look at all the chart topping hits, or go look at all the hits.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
Go look at him. The dude got a lot of hits, dog.
I know he got a lot of hits, but I just saying, I know Puffy got more hits than him, dog. I know he got more hits than him.
Oh, Puffy got more hits.
Because I tell you right now,
but do we have better hits?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Better hits. You know what I mean? He got more hits, but do we have better hits? Like the ones that Jermaine Dupri got, they slap pretty hard. Them Mariah Carey ones hit hard, man. Them Mariah Carey hits hit hard.
So Puffy ain't did that with Mariah Carey either?
Hell no.
Not on the level Jermaine Dupri did, no.
Yeah.
Not with Mariah Carey. Puffy don't have nothing with Mariah Carey that's on the level of JD and Mariah Carey. No.
And don't forget,
as far as like female artists and shit.
Yeah. No, I'm talking Mariah Carey.
Oh, it was.
Because you can
say, you can say Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige. I mean, the hits that Puffy has with Mary J. Blige to me are better than the hits that JD has with Mariah Carey.
And you got to think about the demographic. The demographic is wide. So you got people who grew up with Criss Cross. They listening to this now.
Wait, I'm gonna stop you right there. Hannibal. You don't grow up with Criss Cross. I'm sorry.
Fuck, I'm young, dog. Like,
no. When you say grow up with somebody, you talking about start someplace and then finish someplace.
You did.
Criss Cross had 2 songs. They had 2 songs.
That's a lie. That's a lie, because The Bomb was #1 on the charts, dog.
Man, I can't.
We can't co-sign that one.
I can't co-sign that, bro. I can't.
That's a Georgia thing. Hey, Prime, that's a Georgia thing.
That's not a Georgia thing. That's a national thing. Hey, that's a national thing. You can feel how you feel, but I'm going to speak the truth. Remember that. I can't bring you.
No, you're going to speak your truth. You're going to speak your truth.
You know what? Since we talk about hip hop, I could talk real hip hop. Criss Cross been straight whack, dog.
Matter of fact, we gonna save it for the next show. We gonna save that for the next show. We can run on when it comes to music. When it comes to music, we can run on and on and on about this shit.
Oh, you already.
We can talk music all day long. We can
save that for next, because I would love to talk more music with that. We will save that for the next show.
Yeah. We can talk a wide variety of music, because I'm all about that hip hop.
We're gonna wrap this thing up right now, because we've been going on for a little over an hour and a half. So, with that being said, y'all boy got anything else y'all want to close out? Close out. Specific.
I already said my piece.
Rex?
Take that.
Oh, Lord, watch this nigga.
Take that.
Watch this nigga, man.
Yeah, I like that.
In closing, only thing I want to say, man, to everybody out there, all the black people that can hear me, let's come together, man. Let's do a little better with each other. In order for us to really make any type of change, we got to be in positions of power. I'm not just talking about legislative shit, Congress, or political type things, man. We got to be in real positions of power. So keep that in mind, and go about your next week. Until next time, this has been Primarily Speaking. I am your boy, T Prime.
And I am the Total Package, Rex Devereaux.
And I am Hannibal Vanderbilt.
All right, man. You can catch us, man. Primarily Speaking, we on Facebook. We are on Instagram, and we on YouTube now. Primarily Speaking, PRIMERILY Speaking, no spaces, underscores, or dashes. Holler at your folk, man. Drop your 2 cents. Let us know what you think about, what you talk about. And we will catch y'all motherfuckers next time. Deuces.
All right. Peace.